Cooking made easy, cooking made easy. Try if you don't believe. VW Corner has got you covered every day of the week.
Hello friends, family, and neighbors. Welcome to DW's Corner, Cooking Made Easy. I'm coming to you tonight with an exciting country recipe back home called chicken and rice Pearlo. And it was a dish that my dad used to cook all the time. And it's very, very flavorful, very country. And we're going to get started. First thing we got here, we got our chicken. We got some sausage blend, that's beef and pork sausage. And we got bacon strips. Also, this is simple seasonings, black pepper, salt, onion powder, and one other thing that I hadn't put up here yet, but I'm going to get it here in a moment when I come back. That's a medium-sized onion. Okay, I'm going to get back with you in a moment. We're going to get this started, okay? DW out. Be back with you. I'm just going ahead and cleaning off my cutting glass. I love this cutting glass. Most people have a wooden one. I've got a glass one, and I think it's a whole lot simpler and easy to use. Okay, let's get this cleaned off real quick. I have to move the chicken off of there because I'm going to go ahead and cut up the onion here and see if we can make quick work of that. This is going to go very, very, very quickly. Let's see. Let's get the onion and get my regular go-to. I like the vegetable chopper knife. It's just a great, great, great knife cutting vegetables. And we're just going to go ahead and take these ends off. It's like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half, like so. And what I like, it's real, real simple, real easy. You want to get your thumb up under there in that first part of that onion shell. You want to pull that off. See how simple that comes off, like so. And then second one, same way. That first shell of the onion, it just pulled right on off. And let's go ahead. You see these little lines on the side right there? That's where you want to cut in to your onion. So you want to do this number right here and cut in from the side, like so, like so. And flip it around to the other side. And voila. Don't have to be perfect because it's going to go inside along with the meat. Let's see if we can get us a little bowl here. I'm only cutting these into regular size. I'm not going to totally dice those up, but I'm cut up a little bit because as it cooks, it's going to render down into the meat, and it's going to give it a nice flavor. Now, traditional Pearlo, they normally boil the chicken and the sausage and everything, and then that I'm using a substitute of bacon bits instead of fatback, or what they call butts meat. That's what they call back home, fatback. I don't have any fatback, so I'm using bacon instead, which I think is going to give it a better flavor. And usually it would take a couple of hours to get a traditional Pearlo going. This one took roughly about 35 minutes in the pressure cooker. That's why I love the power pressure cooker. It cuts your cooking time down by at least down to 1/3 the time it would take if you normally was going to do it on the stove. And it makes things easy, convenient, and you can having dinner a whole lot quicker. That means you're going to be in and out of the kitchen a whole lot quicker. Now, I did cut up everything beforehand because I just want to get this done. Tomorrow is Sunday, and I want to make sure that I get this done in a timely fashion. So I'm going to get back with you in a moment and we get this cooking done, okay? Getting started. DW out. Hey people, DW back with you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn on, I'm going to preheat my power pressure cooker right now. I'm going to put it on browning mode. Let's put it on browning mode. Brown, there we go. Let's go ahead and turn that on. And let's see, get this unlocked. And I'm also going to use just a little bit of butter to start sauteing the onions first. Then I'm gonna start adding my meats in there and get those sauteed down. So as we get the butter, I'm gonna put a little bit of butter, maybe about 3 or 4 pads of butter, which I guess I was kind of in a hurry to try to make this happen quickly. And forgive me, I should have had this all together, but this is sort of like, okay, let's hurry up and make this happen. It's very simple, very easy. Beautiful part about cooking is not rocket science, people. You can do things on the fly. You can add to, and you can just make it your own, you know. And another thing, you can add all those other exotic spices, especially for you pro cookers. Now, you beginner cookers, you know, if you want to follow along with the basic step, I want to have the description inside, you know, the website. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go with, I'm going to say measure, that looks like about a teaspoon worth of salt right there. So go ahead and sprinkle a little salt right here. We're going to dust both sides of it. Let me get me one of these little bowls here. Put the rest of that salt in there. Just put that aside. Also going to do a little bit of black pepper. This is coarse black pepper. That means it's a little bit, to find the grain is a little bit thicker. It's got a more richer pepper flavor to it. We're going to lightly sprinkle a little coarse black pepper on here. And I love black pepper. And let's split these over here real quick. Like, oh, almost forgot. How can you forget the onion powder? Let's do a little bit of onion powder here. Okay, I hear my butter is beginning to melt inside the pressure cooker as it preheat. Let's go ahead and flip these over here. We're going to make light work of this real quick. And all right, this is going to be so good. Quick and easy, not too cheesy. Here we go. I need to dry my hand just a little bit more. I'm going to put that salt up in there. Here we go. All right. Let's put the rest of the salt on the back. Just kind of dust this down a little bit of salt. Same thing, do with the pepper. Rinse that real quick. Dust a little pepper. Like I say, you don't have to measure anything, but I would guess that's probably about a teaspoon of salt, and probably the same with the pepper. I said teaspoon, teaspoon, teaspoon. A little bit of onion powder. Okay, let's go with that. Now, let's go ahead and get this onions in here, get this onion sauteed. All right, start on the onion. Let's go ahead and get this. Onions always go first. For anything else, onions always go first. Now, normally, I would have my pressure cooker sitting up on top of the counter. But being that I have my chicken cut up here. By the way, people, I'm on this. So, this here's kitchen shears. This is one of the most fantastic tools. I was able to cut in between these meat. Let me show you something here, how simple these I love about the shears. The shears are cut through bone. Look at that. Just cut through the bone. And I love it. and it's a whole lot easier and simpler than a knife. Cut right through that bone, make like a hot knife through butter. Kitchen shears, I love them. If you don't have a set, I highly, strongly recommend you get a set of them. They're really fantastic. Fantastic tool. All right. See, I'll show you what I've got going on here. See if I can get this camera here. All right, you see how I'm sauteing those onions first? And get that camera angle right. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Get those sauteed down a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and start with the bacon bits. I'm using chopped up bacon bits. Let's go ahead and get those in there now. I want to get those, get the juices and the oils coming out of the bacon bits first. Now, sausage, this was one leg. I went ahead and took the scissors and cut those up into small pieces, bite-sized pieces. I'm gonna dump that in there, like so. And now I'm gonna go ahead and drop the chicken in there, like wow. And just gonna put all that in there. And let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and clean these hands. We're just gonna rinse them quick. Now let's get this out of the way. Also, I'm gonna be adding 2 cups of rice to this after the meat is out. Now this is gonna take about 25 minutes. I'm gonna do the meat first before I add the rice, because the rice is not gonna take long. Rice is gonna take about 10 minutes. But I'm gonna go ahead and pressurize this in a few moments and let the meat cook. It's going to take about 25 minutes. Afterwards, I'm going to come back and I'm going to add the rice. So I'm going to go ahead and wash the rice here in a moment. Let's go ahead and get this stirred in here. Just rinse it. This is going to be so good. Oh yeah, get that brown a little bit. Might add a little bit more onion powder to it. Let's go ahead and move this over to the right on. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Looking good. As you can see there, I'm just getting that braised a little bit before I put the power pressure lid on it. I'm going to set it for 25 minutes and then probably add just a little bit of water. We already got water rendering out of the meats as we speak right now. I'm only going to add a little bit more water to it because the natural juices are coming out of the meats right now, and that's going to help it to cook. So I'm only going to add a little bit, touch of water, maybe a thimblespoon, what I call a thimblespoon, but it's just going to be just a little dab of water, just a little dab. There you go, just a little dab. There you go, not much. Get that boiling. Let's see something. Make sure that salt level is where I need it. And that seemed to be. You don't want to overdo it with the salt, but we want to make sure the salt level is at. Bring the flavors out. Here we go. Now that's bubbling. As you can hear it bubbling, and the steam is beginning to come up. Let's go ahead and put the power pressure lid on there. So unlock. And let's see, go ahead and lock the pressure cap. Go ahead and lock the hatch. One beautiful thing about it is already steaming up. So the little power button, pressure button right there is already popped up. Now that's going to make it go even a little bit quicker. We're going to go ahead and set this for 25 minutes on high. So we're on high, cooking time, 25 minutes. And let's hit the ignition. Ignition sequence is started. Okay, we are launched. Okay, that's going to be it. So as that cook, I'm going to go ahead and wash the rice and have it set aside to go into the pot. And rice, I usually wash the rice a couple of times. But that's the basic as far as getting the meat and everything cooked, pre-cooked before we put the rice, because the rice cooks very quick. So I'll get back with you when this is done and we'll continue to cook on. DW out. People, DW back with you. Our 25 minutes is up on the pressure cooker. Let me go ahead and get this set up a little bit higher. Let me show you. I'm going to go ahead and depressurize my film. There's got a little pre-pressure button right here. I'm just going to take my time and slowly depressurize that. We want to drop the pressure gently because that pressure is hot. That steam is very, very, very hot. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up the vent valve and just let it vent on out as it vents out. Listen, I've already washed my rice, but it's real simple. I'm going to do it again just as a demonstration here. I'm going to go ahead and fill it up about halfway with water as that cools down, as it depressurizes. And then I'm just going to take my hand in here and swish around and wash my rice just to show you how it's done. You take your fingers and swirl around in there, get through the grains. Let's see if I got the camera angle there right. I always have an issue with it. You're trying to get this camera angle right. There you go. Yeah, we're learning. And then just go ahead and drain that water off of the rice. Got about 2 cups of rice here. And so you're going to lose a few grains and doing it like that, but that's okay. Drain most of that water off. Set that aside. Now that this is depressurized, I'm going to go ahead and open up. Let's unlock the hatch here, the top. Open up. Yeah. There we go. That is looking good. That is looking good. All right. Show you all this before I put the rice in it. That is cooked. The rice, the chicken is cooked, and the sausage, and the bacon, and all those flavors going to be infusing together. About 25 minutes. Now, one thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and add my rice. Already got roughly, from the fluid that's already in here, from the meat, I'm going to guess it's probably about 1.5 cups. So I'm not going to have to add too much more water to this. But I am going to go ahead and add this rice right now. Yeah, let's get that rice in there. Make that quick and easy. Let's get this down in there. Oh yeah, get that down and in there. Really, probably won't have to add hardly any water to this, but I might just, let's get this up on there like so. I think I am going to put a little bit more pepper and probably a little bit more onion powder. Let's go with a little bit more onion powder. Oh, let me see something here about the salt level. Make sure the salt levels are good. Oh yeah, salt level right on target. But you not only I put a little salt in it, but the salt from the bacon also. And I can taste a little bit of that, woo, that pepper level. Taste a bite of that pepper. That's what I like about coarse black pepper. It's a little bit stronger than just a regular ground. The grains of it are a little bit thicker. But I am going to add a little bit more onion powder to this. Because I like that flavor of onions. It got regular onions in there already, and then now we're going with the onion powder. And judging from the amount of fluid we got in here, I want the rice a little bit softer. I'll just add a little bit more water, not much. It's already done covered up in there. I'm just going to add a little bit more water. I got some filtered water here in my zero water filter machine right here. Just add just a little less than a cup full. There we go, not much. I'm going to bring that fluid level up. It's going to be nice, soft and tender. Let me go ahead and check the seasoning out now and see whether I want to add a little bit more pepper to that. Yeah. Let's go a little bit more pepper. I want to dust a little bit more pepper in there. Give it a nice little bite. Pepper to accent the flavor. I like it not too hot, but I like the taste of pepper. So I like to bring it up. But you can season it any way you want to. You know, you go mild with the pepper. You don't have to add certain things. You don't have to add onion powder. You just make this your own. Or you can, you know, add other different seasonings, and you know, and take it to another level. Like I always say, cooking is not rocket science. It's quick and easy and simple. All right, for all you beginners out there, all you seasoned pros, you know what I'm talking about, and everybody in between. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and unlock this. Make sure that lid is on secured. Go ahead and lock this back. Now, it's only going to take 10 minutes for this to cook. Where's my glasses? Man, no better than this. Gotta have the glass. Let's put this on. Now let's put this on high. And let's get this on high. Let's go 10 minutes. It's only going to take 10 minutes to just do it. Okay, we got power button on, ignition. We are lift off. Okay, gonna let that run for 10 minutes and then I'm come back. I'm probably gonna let the pressure depressurize itself slowly instead of, you know, just coming up after 10. I'm gonna let the machine depressurize itself slowly, and then we're gonna have the finished product, and then we'll go ahead and give it a taste test. All right, we'll come back after this is done. DW out. Hello, people, I'm back. Now, my 10 minutes is up on the pressure cooker. I also allow the pressure cooker to come down naturally and let that little pressure button come down. I let it set up for roughly another 10 minutes or so to let it depressurize itself naturally. As you can see, it's depressurized. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up now, and we're gonna take a look and see what we got. This is unlocked. And, oh yeah, here we go. Okay, let's go take a look inside here. There you see salmon, rice with sweet peas. Very simple, very easy. Now, normally, like I said, I normally add onions to this. I have a guest, don't eat onions, no problem. But that really, for those of you who love onions, that onion gives it another added boost of flavor. You have the richness of the butter and the salmon and the peas. And now I'm gonna just go ahead and take a little bit of this right now and take a little sample taste here. Yeah. All right. Let me go ahead and stir this up a little bit here. Just stir it up a little. There, you can see right there. Let's just go ahead and give it a little taste here. I didn't put a lot of salt in it. And one thing about it is that you can always add a little salt more if you think it's not enough. Let's see. Wow. The rice is nice and moist. The salmon, the peas, the pepper level got a little kick of heat, not too much, but the pepper definitely shows its presence is out there. Well, people, that is it for this presentation. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you like it, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe and try this recipe out. All you new cookers, all you wannabe cookers, all you non-cookers, try this out. It's very simple, very easy, and you're going to enjoy it. And you all have a great day. God bless, and we hope to see you on the next video. This is DW. I'm out of here. Hasta luego. Bye-bye.
Cooking made easy. Try if you don't believe. DW Corner has got you covered.